Happy Friday flow, everybody. Go ahead and find a nice comfortable seat. All right. And we're gonna get started. As always, you can have those blocks nearby, or pillow or blanket if you'd like. And let's just start by finding a little bit of stillness in our seat today. So wherever you're at, just go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. Just do a quick scan of the body, a quick check-in this morning. Take note of how you're feeling. Start to focus on your breaths. Taking a deep inhale, filling up the lungs completely, and a nice long exhale. And go ahead and open those eyes. And just start to tilt your head from side to side, starting to get a little neck stretch. Dropping one ear down to the shoulder, nice and easy. Keeping that chest lifted. And then we're going to turn this into neck circles. So you're just going to draw that chin down, take it across. You can just do a half circle, or you can do a full circle, whatever feels good. To make the shape of a smiley face. So just doing that bottom half of the circle, down and around. Nice and easy. Do one more. And then bring that head back up to neutral. You're going to drop that right ear down to your right shoulder. Take that hand, gently press down a little bit, and extend that other arm, dropping that shoulder. Just getting a nice stretch for that neck and shoulder. And then slowly come on up and switch. This time dropping your left ear down to your left shoulder. Using that opposite hand to press down, creating that space between your ear and your shoulder on the other side. And then slowly come back up. And take this to a shoulder rolls one at a time. Just bring it up, down, and around. And then do both. Nice big shoulder rolls. And reach those arms up. Inhale and exhale. Take those arms down. Let's do that again. Big deep breath in. And exhale out. One more time. Interlace your fingers here at the top. Bring them all the way up. Press those hands up. And then I want you to sort of lift your shoulders up and down one at a time, almost as if you're lifting your hips out of the floor. And you're trying to get a little bit taller here. Just moving from side to side. And let's go ahead and drop that left arm, reaching that right arm over to the side for a side bend. And hold this here for a couple breaths, keeping that chest lifted. And think of pressing that right hip into the floor so we get a little more space in the body here. Big stretch, and then come back up. Inhale and exhale, other side. Dropping that right arm down, reaching your left arm across. Same thing, keeping that chest up. And pressing those left hips into the floor. And then slowly come back up. Inhale and exhale. So now we're going to come into a seated cat-cow. You're going to place those hands on your knees. I'm just going to switch my position here. And stay where you'd like. And as we inhale, I want you to bring your chest forward, pull your elbows back, as if you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, we round the spine. Tuck the chin. We're going to do that a couple more times in any seated position you want. Inhale and exhale, cat-cow. This is a great little movement, stretch to do while you're seated at your desk. So you can do this seated as well. Inhale, pushing that chest forward, pulling those elbows together, and then exhale, dropping that chin around in the spine. A couple more times, getting some movement into that lower back. Inhale and exhale. We'll do this one more time. Lifting up and exhale, relax. All right. So let's go ahead and come out of this seated position. And I want you to swing those legs around. We're actually going to come down to our back. We're going to warm up those hips and glutes a little bit. So nice and slow, you're going to make your way down. And first stretch here, we can actually just go ahead and hug our knees into our chest. Just give ourselves a little hug here. Maybe wiggle those toes and circle your ankles. And then go ahead and lay those feet flat on the floor. Now I want you, if you actually have that block with you, or anything works, a pillow or a towel, you can grab that and just keep that by your side. We'll use that in just a moment. So feet right underneath those knees, your hands are down. We're just going to start with a couple of bridges. So you're going to take your inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, you're going to gently lift those hips off the floor, one vertebra at a time, lifting up. Inhale, you're going to slowly lower back down. And then exhale, come back up. So your feet are about hip distance here, and they should be just about right underneath those knees. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. We don't want to go too crazy with that bridge. We still want those shoulder blades to make connection with the mat. So we don't want to arch or lift our hips too high. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift up. So great stretch for those hip flexors. Also a good exercise for our low back, our glutes, and our hamstrings. All right, last one here. And then what you're going to do is grab your block, your pillow, your t-shirt that's rolled up, whatever you have, honestly. Doesn't matter. Anything but a weight. And I want you to place it right in between your thighs. So just under those knees. We're going to turn on those inner thigh muscles and our core muscles. So I want you to squeeze that item and then lift up into your bridge. I want you to squeeze the whole time. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift up. Just want you to squeeze it the whole time. Inhale, down, and exhale, lift. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, down, exhale. I want you to hold that last one. Hold it up, and I want you to give a good squeeze. Hold this for a couple of breaths. If you want a little more, interlace those hands under your hips. Pull those arms under. Hold this bridge. So we typically do this at the very end of class. We're starting with this, opening up the front side of the body. Keep squeezing that item. Hold this for one more breath. And then very gently lower back down. All right, so I want you to still hold on to that block. You don't have to squeeze it though. And then what we're gonna do next, if you have another block or another pillow, you don't have to do this, but little trick, you're gonna place that right behind your head. We're actually gonna work into our core first here. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to lift those legs up into a tabletop position. You're still squeezing that item, and you're gonna lift your head, neck, and shoulders at the same time. So think of like zipping up a suitcase. Inhale, you're gonna lower down, unzip that suitcase, and then exhale, you're gonna lift back up. So you can just use your hands behind the head. It's inhale down and exhale. Zip it up, and you're trying to bring that chest to your knees. It's not gonna meet completely. And exhale, lift. So just a little squeeze. You're gonna feel all those core muscles turn on. Keep going, couple more. And you wanna keep that chin tucked slightly, but still keep your gaze at your knees. Exhale, lift. Let's try it one more time. And you're gonna hold that last one at the top. So you're gonna keep your chest lifted off the floor and your chin tucked, your gaze is right at those knees. Inhale, you're just gonna lower your feet. You're gonna tap the floor with your toes. Exhale, come back up. So you keep your back flat the whole time. Inhale, lower, and exhale. Woo, so we're really feeling that core. Let's do it a couple more times. Inhale, and exhale. So you don't wanna feel this in your neck. You wanna feel those abs. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Try 2 more times. So remember, no space between your back and the mat. One more time. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Hold this here, squeeze a little harder, lift a little higher. We're gonna hold this for 4 and 3. Keep breathing, 2 and 1. Then go ahead and relax. Head down, you can remove that block. Just a little quick core sequence to get us warm and ready to go. I want you to windshield wiper those legs from side to side. Just allowing those hips to come off the mat a little bit, quick little stretch. And you're gonna roll over to one side. You're gonna press yourself up. We're gonna come to tabletop. So we're gonna continue to warm up that core here. Tabletop position. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips. So let's come into that more traditional cat-cow. You drop the belly, inhale. You should feel that stretch right away in those abdominals. And then exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. And let's do that again. Inhale, drop. And exhale. One more time here. Inhale, lower. Lifting the chest, the belly drops. And then exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. Perfect. Let's extend our left leg long. I'm just going to work through our calf and our hamstrings. We're going to rock forward and back here. So just pressing through that heel, getting a nice stretch. Do it one more time. And then switch, other leg, extend, and just rocking forward and back. Pressing through that heel, trying to keep that leg nice and straight. All right, one more time. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna do a little core sequence that we've done before. You're gonna tuck those toes and lift up into downward facing dog. So let's stretch out both of those hamstrings and calves, both feet at the same time. You can pedal it out here. So a little stretch before we go into that core. In your down dog, you're gonna lift those hips way up. You're gonna press your chest towards your thighs. Hold that for a couple more breaths. Options here, you can always lower down to your knees. You can lower to your elbows. The core sequence you're gonna do, you need to be ideally on your hands. If you wanna stay on your elbows, you can take your knee to the side of your arm. So you could do that. We'll go through it. All right, here we go. Inhale, you're gonna come forward to your plank, okay? As you exhale, I want you to draw your left knee into your chest. So you could do this on those elbows. You can also drop the other knee to the floor. You're gonna hold this here for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank and lift back to down dog. We're gonna do that again on the other side. Inhale, come forward to your plank. So find your plank first. Tuck those hips under. Exhale, right knee to your chest. So it's a single leg plank. Hold this here. Get that knee as close to your chest as you can. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out to plank and then down dog. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time on each side. So you could lower to your forearms and you could drop the opposite knee if you want. Inhale, come to your plank. So here, you can lower that right knee and then exhale, pull your left knee into your chest. Hold this here. So I'm doing that supportive version. Your gaze is right in front of your fingertips. Bring it closer to your chest. Hold it for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank and then find your down dog. Exhale. Beautiful. One more time, other side. Inhale to your plank. Maybe you lower that left knee and then exhale, bring your right knee to your chest and hold this. Body is super flat, nice and strong. Tuck those hips, knee up, as close to your chest as you can. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back up to your plank. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Woo, good job. Go ahead and lower to both knees. Make them nice and wide and sit back into your hips. Child's pose. Good job, everybody. Relaxing those hips down. Bring your forehead to the mat. You can sit onto that block or pillow. Another place to use those blocks. Shift your weight from side to side. So hopefully that core is nice and warm and you're feeling some heat in the body here. So we're gonna go through a flow and then we'll come down to the floor towards the end and get some good stretching in. So let's go ahead and come back up to that downward facing dog. So let's switch this side. So back to that down dog, hold that there for a couple of breaths. Press your chest towards your thighs, lift those hips way up. And as you inhale, you're gonna slowly walk those feet to your hands, coming into that forward fold. Another great place to use that block. Bend those knees here. Relax your head completely. And then inhale, we slowly come up to standing. Nice and slow, those arms come up. And at the top, you're gonna bring those hands together. Take your gaze up and then exhale. Lower those hands down to heart center. So we're gonna first work into those hips a little bit. Inhale, reach those arms up, and then exhale, float it down. Take it all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway, nice flat back. Pressing your heels into the floor and pulling your shoulder blades together. Go ahead and lower down. So we're gonna step back actually into down dog. We're gonna get into our low lunge a little bit differently here. So what I want you to do is bring those feet together. And I want you to lift your left leg off the floor. So inhale, lift it as high as you can, three-legged dog. Exhale, you're gonna bend that knee and place that foot in front of your hands. You can use your other hands to help. And you're gonna drop that right knee to the floor. Here's a good spot to use those blocks. You're gonna flatten that toe, lift the chest, and then we come to our low lunge. Reach those arms up and hold. So we just went from a three-legged dog stepping forward into our lunge rather than stepping back, which is what we usually do. Hold this here, getting a nice big stretch in that right hip flexor. Arms up. And we're gonna pull those elbows down to that cactus. We're gonna get a little bit more movement here. Inhale, you're gonna lean forward slightly and bring those elbows together. And then exhale, we're gonna create a little arch and pull those elbows back. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, you lean forward slightly. Exhale, pull those elbows apart, lift that chest up, and then 1 more time. Inhale, and then exhale, and hold this right here. Lifting that chest, keeping those arms at about 90-degree angle with your cactus pose, stitching that rib cage together. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, arms come up, exhale, hands come down. You're gonna retuck that back toe. You're gonna lift that knee off the floor. So I'm using my blocks. If you can reach for the floor, that's awesome. You're gonna go ahead and step it on back. Down dog. Come into your down dog. Inhale, you're gonna come forward into a plank. So I'm gonna go through this floor sequence. Exhale, you're gonna lower knees and chest for your chaturanga. You wanna keep your back super flat there. Flatten your toes, pull your elbows into your rib cage. Chin down. Inhale, lift up for baby cobra. You still keep that chin down a little bit. Exhale, lower. Retuck your toes, lift up and back for down dog. Or a child's pose. And just 2 breaths there. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. 1 more breath. And then we're gonna go right into our 3-legged dog. So this time it's gonna be your right leg that lifts up. So everyone in your down dog, inhale, right leg lifts as high as you can. Exhale, bend that knee and place that foot right in between your hands. You're gonna drop that left knee to the floor. Maybe use your blocks, maybe you don't. Flatten that toe, lift the chest. Once you're there, inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, hold. Low lunge, so we're getting into that left hip flexor this time with that right leg forward. Hold this here. Go ahead and pull those elbows down, find that cactus pose. Inhale, lean forward slightly, close those elbows up, and exhale, pull them away. So again, that little back bend here, 2 more times. Inhale in, exhale, imagine you're in that doorway stretch, arms in the doorway, and you're lifting that chest 1 more time. Still keeping that core nice and strong so we don't feel all of this in our low back. And exhale. Take 2 more breaths. So still stitching that rib cage together. Nice and strong core. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. You're gonna retuck that back toe. Take your knees off the floor, your knee. You're in this nice runner's lunge position. Hips are down, chest is up. And then you're gonna step it back. Down dog. Go through the sequence again. Inhale to your plank. Squeeze those glutes, tuck those hips under. Exhale, knees and chest. Remember your chest falls in front of your fingertips. Elbows together, toes are flat. Inhale, lift. Baby cobra. Exhale, retuck those toes. Up and back to down dog. Or to your child's pose. And you're gonna hold that for 3 breaths. So whatever you want here, that child's pose or that down dog, take it slow, be mindful of how you're feeling this morning. Always take it at your own pace. 1 more breath. And then inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk those feet to the top. Nice forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up. Nice and slow, we bring our palms together as we exhale and we lower down to heart center. Okay, let's move on. Hips are a little more open, we're nice and warm. Let's reach those arms up on our inhale and exhale, you're gonna float it down. Lift up halfway, nice flat back as we inhale and exhale. You're gonna step right back to that down dog. Take it on back. Bring those feet together. Inhale, that left leg reaches up as high as you can. 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend that knee. Place your foot in between your hands. You're gonna take your back foot and step it forward a little bit to find a warrior 1. You're gonna lift the chest, reach those arms, inhale up, and exhale, hold. Warrior 1. So we took that same step in between the hands to come up to this warrior 1 position. Take 1 more breath in that warrior 1. You wanna keep your back leg straight, your front knee is slightly bent. Arms come down. We're gonna roll the shoulders up. And then inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, maybe interlace. And then exhale, you're gonna lower for that humble warrior. So you're gonna lower your chest down to your thigh. Maybe those arms lift up. Maybe you're just squeezing your shoulder blades together. Either way, I want you to relax your head completely. So imagine that it's heavy, like a bowling ball. So release any tension and just let it go. 1 more breath. Inhale, slowly come back up. And then exhale, we're gonna step forward to chair pose. We're gonna bring those hands together, drop those hips, and keep that chest up. Hold this for 1 more breath, nice and low here. And we're gonna go right into a balance. So inhale, lift. That right leg comes off the floor, about a 90-degree angle here. And you're gonna hold this right here. Perfect. Now, if you want a little extra challenge, you're gonna bring those arms back to that first position. So arms down by your side, squeezing your shoulder blades together, maybe interlacing. So that same position as humble warrior. So you're keeping that chest lifted. We're gonna hold this for a couple more breaths. Next time we come here, we're gonna practice a warrior 3 pose. So squeeze those shoulder blades, still tucking those hips under. Ooh, falling over. 1 more breath here. Inhale, exhale. I want you to step back to a high lunge. So big, big step back, your heels off the floor. Your arms are up, inhale, and then exhale, we're gonna bring those hands together to prayer. Get nice and low. We're gonna add a twist before we come down to the floor. So you have your left leg in front. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, you're gonna twist to the left. Just a little twist. You wanna make sure that knee stays right on top of that foot. Maybe that elbow comes down into that knee. Maybe you drop that bottom knee for the first round, or maybe you stay right here. So you still wanna keep that chest up and you still want those hips low. Perfect, you all look beautiful. 1 more breath. I know we're feeling those glutes and quads. Come back to the center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Good job, step it back. Down dog. So you can choose to go through this flow or find that child's pose and take a breather. So totally up to you. This one doesn't change. We're in our plank, chaturanga, baby cobra, and then back to down dog or a child's pose. And take a couple breaths there. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Couple breaths there. All right. Next, inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, lock up or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, take those arms up. Nice and slow. I'm going to come up to standing. Bring your palms together as we exhale. All right, other side, take it up. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Ooh, starting to feel nice and warm. Lift up halfway, flat back, pushing those heels into the floor. And then slowly coming back down. Step back to down dog. Remember, we're stepping into our poses from down dog, from our three-legged dog. Inhale this time, your right leg lifts up, three-legged dog as high as you can. Exhale, bend that knee. Place your foot in between your hands. Your back foot. You're going to take a step in and press your heel into the floor. Find warrior one. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, hold. Back leg straight, front knee bent. Now it's okay if you're using your hands, having to move them away from the floor, doing all that to get into that. When we go through it a second time, maybe your hips, your shoulders will be a little more stretched out, and you can get into it with a little less effort. That's sort of the goal. Just to be able to move a little bit better in our bodies, right? You're gonna go ahead and lower those arms on that exhale, roll the shoulders. On your exhale, lift the chest. Get ready for that humble warrior. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you're lowering your chest to your thigh. Those fingers don't have to interlace. Just continue to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Wherever you're at. Relax the head, right? Let it go. No tension in the neck. Allow it to feel heavy. Push into your back foot. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to prayer. Find your chair and drop. Whew. Nice and low. You should wiggle your toes here. Get ready for that balance. There's going to be that left leg coming up in just a moment. Find that chair. Inhale. Lift up. Tuck those hips under. Imagine you're zipping up a tight pair of pants, and you're going to lift that left leg up. Focus on one point in front of you. Ideally, something close to the floor. And then take those arms down while you're still balancing. Pull your shoulder blades together and hold this here, lifting that chest. Hold this for a couple of breaths. You'll see what we're doing with it next time we're here. Hold this for a couple of breaths. Shoulders together. When we're at our desk, we're rounded all day long. So this might feel a little uncomfortable, might be a little challenging. Keep breathing, couple more breaths. That leg maybe starting to feel a little heavy. One more breath. Inhale, you're gonna slowly step all the way back. Biggest step you can take into a high lunge. Exhale, reach those arms up. And then bring those hands together to prayer. Nice high lunge. So you wanna keep this back leg nice and straight. This time, we're gonna reach over to that right side. So inhale forward, exhale, little twist to the right without moving that front leg. That's the trick there. So it's really a twist in your torso. Those hips don't go anywhere. Maybe you take that elbow on your knee. I think I can do it on this side and show you. Remember, the elbow comes down, but still help my hips still stay really low and my chest still stays up. So let's try about 2 more breaths. Yeah, I can do it on this side. Maybe that knee is on the floor. 1 more breath. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale, take those hands down. Woo, step it back. Good job, everyone. Down dog. You can find your child's pose or go through this flow. We're going to add on that warrior 3 in our next layer. So find that child's pose or down dog. Take 2 breaths. We're going to add on. Keep building that heat, building those layers. Next breath, you're going to bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, lock, hop, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together. Exhale, we lower down. How are we doing? Thumbs up. Okay, so we're going to transition this into this. Okay? Your warrior three, maybe a half moon. So maybe find a spot against the wall for practicing, or maybe you have a foam roller that you can hold on to. But that's what we're going to add on. All right? Here we go. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. And we're still taking it from that down dog or three-legged dog. Lift up halfway flat back. And exhale. Step back, down dog. All right, it's your left leg. Lift up as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, bend that knee. Place it between your hands. Step your back foot up to warrior one. When you're ready, lift. So hopefully that time around, it's a little bit easier. Reach those arms up, inhale. Exhale, hold. If you want a little extra, you can interlace your fingers here and pull those arms to your ears. Go ahead and release. Roll the shoulders, lift the chest on your inhale. Pull those shoulder blades together and exhale, humble warrior. Let it all go right here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Maybe lift those arms up and back. Head is heavy, wherever you're at. Press into that back foot, inhale, and exhale, come into that chair. Nice and low. Maybe this time you extend those arms up. I'm gonna keep my hands right here. Can you drop a little lower in your chair? One more layer. Can you lift up on the balls of your feet and lift those heels off the floor? Can you hold this for 4? For 3, feel that shake. Woo! 2, drop those heels. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, take those hands behind you. Pull the shoulder blades together, hold this here. One more breath, and then we're gonna go right into warrior 3, a single leg balance. So hinge forward, inhale. Keep those hands behind you. And exhale, find that warrior 3. So you can release the hand, maybe just find like a Superman, Superwoman, like you're flying. You're gonna balance on this left leg for a couple of breaths. You want that back leg nice and straight. You're almost making letter T with your body, like I'm doing right here. So hold that for a couple breaths. If you want to try standing half moon, you can go right into that. You would just open your hips, stack them. Take your left hand down to the floor, that right arm up. Open up like you're doing a side plank. So hold this for a couple breaths, wherever you're at. Try to make that back leg nice and straight. Imagine you're pressing your foot into a wall. Nice, give Regina if you're trying that half moon. Beautiful, BB. Maybe you point that toe. Good, nice Mary Beth. Hold that there, everybody. Couple more breaths. I know, a little tricky. Nice, Bill. One more breath. And then inhale, you're gonna bring that knee back to your chest. Bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, it's that big step back to that crescent lunge. Big, big step back. Reach those arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands come together. Hold that right there. It's gonna show you from the other side. Because we're gonna add that twist, right? So inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, reach over that front leg. So maybe that elbow connects to that knee. You can always drop that bottom knee. We're gonna hold this. I want your hips down, your chest up in that twist. Maybe you can extend your arms straight. I can't do that. We have one more layer to add here. Stay in your lunge without moving anything else. Can you step your back foot to meet your front foot and come into chair? Ooh, let's try it. Come into chair. Oh my gosh. Now can you step back up to your lunge? Step back out. Hold this for one more breath. I know this is hard. Reach those arms up, inhale. Good job, everybody. Exhale, step back. Down. Woo, good job. So once again, you can find a child's pose. You can go through your plank, chaturanga theories. Maybe you're ready for, excuse me, that upward facing dog. Just be mindful of your back, right? It's a lot harder. 2 breaths where you're at. And then other side. I am clearly already a little out of breath. All right, let's bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, walk up or jump. Inhale, reach those arms. Bring those palms together. And exhale. Same thing on the other side, okay? Take your time with it. Do what you can. Reach up, you all are doing great. So let it go. Let's lift halfway, nice flat back. Heels into the floor. So here you're preparing for that warrior three, right? Because your back should be super right here. So you want to lift. And exhale, let's step back to down dog. We're gonna do our three-legged dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts up this time as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, bend that knee. Place it in between your hands. Step that back foot in. Find warrior one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Again, the goal of that is just to move through it a little bit easier with a little less effort. Just want our joints to feel a little more mobile. Doesn't have to be perfect or beautiful looking. You can interlace those fingers here if you'd like, a little extra, and bring those arms to your ears. Keep the core nice and strong. Then go ahead and release the arms. Roll the shoulders, lift the chest on that inhale. Exhale, humble warrior, let it go. Lower that chest to your thigh. Relax the head. Reach those arms up. Squeeze those shoulder blades, push into your back foot. Hold this for a couple breaths. Humble warrior, you're just bowing down, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, is what this pose is for. So just letting go of any tension or anxiety, anything negative, we just let it go here. Push into that back foot, inhale, and exhale, we come into that chair. We drop it down. You can take that full version with those arms up or stay here with me. You can drop a little lower. Keep that back flat. Extra challenge, lift those heels off the floor. Woo, hold this here for 4. For 3, you're on your tippy toes. 2, and 1, drop those heels. Inhale, lift, left leg up. Exhale, bring those hands right back here. Take a breath. We're gonna go into our balance. Inhale, hinging forward, and exhale, extend. Make the letter T with your body, see that? So you can release those arms. If that's too much, maybe you just keep them right by your side. Maybe they go in front. Maybe you stack your hips. I have my wall here to help. And you can practice that standing half moon. So think of like opening up to a side plank. Stack your hips and extend. So again, we're here for a couple minutes. I'm sorry, a couple of breaths, not a couple minutes. Take your time. Let me check it out. If you fall out of it, get back into it. Nice, good, Teresa. Good, Bill again. Beautiful. Lift those arms, squeeze those glutes. Good, Mindy, you got it. Let's try one more breath. Can you lift away from the mat? Lift away from the mat. And then inhale, bring that knee to your chest. Bring those hands to prayer. Exhale, remember it's that big step back. We're not done yet into that high lunge. Big, big step back. Arms come up. Inhale, and then back to prayer. Exhale. Here comes that twist. Inhale, lean forward. Keep your hips low. And exhale, twist over that front knee. Remember the option, you can drop that back knee. But I want those hips low. Keep holding. I'm going to show you from this view. Maybe that elbow anchors into your knee. But you still don't want all of your weight on that front leg, right? You want to press into that back leg as well. Now, without moving much of anything, can you step forward, oh my gosh, into your chair and keep that twist. Woo, that is hard. Hold this for one more breath. Your last challenge, can you step back to your lunge without moving too much? Oh my gosh. Stay low, and then inhale, come on up. Woo, exhale, hands down. Awesome, awesome job. Now, so you can go through your sequence one more time, or you can join me in child's pose. When you're done, everyone come back to child's pose. And take a breather. Heart rate is up, or if it's up, take deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're in your child's pose. You're shifting your weight from side to side. Hold that there for a couple breaths. Our work is over. We're just going to finish with some stretching. Hold that child's pose. Shift from side to side. Try to bring your forehead all the way down to that mat. Big stretch. One more time. Or one more breath. And then we're going to slowly walk those hands up. Inhale and then exhale. We're going to swing those legs around. How are we doing? Good job, everybody. All right. Let's shake those legs out. So we're actually going to do a seated twist, and then we'll come down to our back. Shake those legs out. We'll start with that right knee. So you can first, if you have really tight hips, bring that right knee in and almost like you're cradling a baby, right? You can just sort of do this with your hips. So anytime you're in a meeting and you're just sitting for a long time, this is really good to do as well. All right, let's now plant that foot down. I want you to find length in your spine, so you're nice and tall first, and then you can pull that knee to your chest and add a little twist over that right shoulder. Hold that for a couple of breaths. And again, if you just like cradling, if that feels really good on your hip, you can just keep that and stay there. And then slowly come back up to the center. Shake the legs out. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Pulling that left knee in. Again, you can cradle. You'll notice I can't, this one's much tighter. I can't even get my hand underneath. So this is as close as it gets. That's okay. But just moving it around, maybe you do little circles, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, you plant that foot over. If you want to add that twist, remember you're lengthening the spine first. And just a gentle pull of that knee towards your chest, and you're going to look over that shoulder. So you're going to sit up nice and tall while you add that twist. We'll do something very similar on our back. And then slowly come back to the center, and then go ahead and shake that out. All right, we can come down to our back. Take your time. Once you're there, give yourself a little hug, knees to chest. Make sure you have room to your right and to your left here. So knees to chest, rock side to side. Let's go ahead and hug that right knee into our chest and then extend our left leg long. So that can just relax on the floor. So right knee in. We're going to open it out to the side for the external rotation first, keeping those hips on the floor. And then we're going to go ahead and bring it across the body. Take that other hand and bring it all the way over for that spinal rotation, that spinal twist. Extend that right arm out, look over that shoulder. If you want a little more, extend that top leg. Press through your heel, and you're going to get a little more of a stretch along the side of your leg. This should feel really good. Slowly back to the center. You're going to switch. Draw that left knee into your chest. Right leg just extends and relaxes on the floor. Open this out to the side. Keep those hips on the floor. Getting those inner thighs, a little stretch here. And then bring it across the body. Use that opposite hand. All the way across, hips come off the floor. Gentle twist. You look over that opposite arm, your left one this time. And then maybe you extend through that top leg. You can stretch it all the way out. Press through that heel if that feels good. And then very slowly come back to the center. Bring both knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Hold this here. All right, we're going to extend those arms out, legs overhead. You're going to make yourself a little bit longer here. On your inhale, I want you to squeeze every muscle in your body. Inhale, squeeze, 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 even the muscles in your face. And exhale, relax. Notice how your body sort of lifts off the mat when you do that, or off the floor. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Do it one more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Perfect. Slowly bend those knees. Place your feet onto the floor. Pull those hands back down to your side. We're going to come into happy baby. So you're going to lift those feet up. Reach for your feet, your toes here, and then you're going to extend those legs up. You could even find a straddle position if that feels good. And then gently rock side to side here, massaging your spine and your back. And then when you're ready, gently lower those feet onto the floor. Maybe lift up into one final bridge or do one final stretch that we didn't get to, whatever you'd like. And then you're going to come into your relaxation pose, your final shavasana, which you all know I invite you to do whatever you'd like to do for that. As long as you are closing your eyes, just taking a couple of moments to do absolutely nothing, which I know can be challenging. Just bring your focus to your breathing. Try to slow down those breaths. Slowly start to move your head from side to side. Slowly start to bring some awareness back to your body by wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Go ahead and open your eyes. Gently start to pull both knees into your chest, onto your back. Rock side to side. You're going to give yourself one last big hug. Gently lower those feet to the floor, roll over to one side. And you're going to gently press yourself up to any comfortable seated position that you'd like. Once you're up there, maybe take a couple shoulder rolls or neck circles or gentle twists, whatever feels good once you're up here. And then all together, we'll take a nice inhale, reaching our arms up. And then exhale, just let it go. We'll do that 2 more times. Big inhale. And exhale. One last time. On this final time, you're going to interlace or bring your palms together. You're going to lower them down to heart center. As always, thanking yourself for making the time for you this morning. And we will finish by saying Namaste. The light in me sees and honors the light in you all. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the long holiday weekend. Hope you all are doing something fun and relaxing. And thanks so much for coming. Great job.
Thank you. Have a great weekend also.
You're welcome. Who's that, Phoebe? Thanks.